Welcome everyone! In this video, we are in the Little Cup, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Seel. Seel is an amazing pick for the Little Cup. It is so strong in this meta, guys. I really wanted to see what all the hype was about with Seel, and my goodness, it did not disappoint. It is quite bulky. For those of you who are wondering how Seel would do in the Little Cup, it is quite bulky and quite powerful. You're able to get to your charge moves at a very fast rate because it does run Aqua Tail and Icy Wind, which give it excellent coverage on the meta. I had a blast with Seel, and we are running it on the lead on this very powerful team for the Little Cup. And also on this team, we've got Cottonee. For those of you who are familiar with the Little Jungle Cup, not to be confused with the original Little Cup, which we are playing in today, but the Little Jungle Cup, Cottonee was quite powerful in that meta, and not much has really changed between metas, guys. I'm going to say Cottonee is every bit as powerful in the original Little Cup as it is in other Little Cup formats. It is also quite bulky, and you run Charm on it. That Charm has Stab, and at this CP limit of 500 or less, that Charm damage, my goodness, the damage that Charm can do cannot be denied. So we're running Cottonee as the safe swap. And also on this team, we've got Shelmet to close the game strong. Shelmet, another very bulky and strong Pokemon in the Little Cup meta. Guys, I'm telling you, this team is quite strong. And if you're concerned about Bronzor, definitely stay tuned throughout this video because you can bet the house we are going to see tons of Bronzor. The Bronzors were out in full effect in the Little Cup day one, and this team handles Bronzor extremely well. So definitely stick around to see Bronzor get dominated by this powerful team. I had a blast with it. Shelmet was amazing as well. And the whole team as a whole just performed extremely well together. So here we go. We are starting things off with not the best lead, Cottonee on the lead. So we're going to go into our own Cottonee for the mirror matchup. And they're staying in. So the Cottonee mirror matchup, it typically ends in a simultaneously KO if you decide to shield, but we're not going to shield. We just wanted to get this Cottonee low. We're going to let it take us out and lose switch advantage here, and that's okay, because we just wanted to get the Cottonee out of the way so that Seel can roam free and wreak havoc on the rest of our opponent's team. So we just really wanted to get that out of the way, and they come in with a Wooper. Wooper's another solid pick for this meta. I almost ran Wooper, but I don't have one built, and I'm not interested in spending over 200,000 dust to build one for 1 week of battles. Yeah, I did not expect Wooper to be quite that expensive, but anyways, back to the battle here. We shielded up a body slam. They're not shielding anything, so I had a sneaking suspicion that there was a certain overpowered steel type lurking in the back, so I decided to preserve our Seel and go into our Shelmet here, and there we go, right on cue. They were hiding a Bronzor in the back. Looks like they're trying to implement the Bronzor 2 shield strat, which means that you just save both of your shields for Bronzor and just let it absolutely terrorize the opposing team. So that looks like what we're up against, but let's see how we do here. Shelmet, as you can see, is quite bulky. It is a monster, guys. Shelmet was another one that far exceeded my expectations. You see, it's able to hang on there, tank a Psyshock, and still get off a hard-hitting Bug Buzz. We didn't want to give them any extra farm, so we come in with our Seel, and we are going to look to play this out and see if Seel can seal the deal, so to speak, for us in this battle here. Gonna shield up the Psyshock because the more health, the healthier you can keep your Seel up against Bronzor, the better, because the more health that you have means that the longer you can stay in the battle and get off that super effective lick damage. That is what counts most in the Bronzor matchup. And they did decide to shield because an Aqua Tail would have definitely KO'd from that range. And they look to transfer some lick damage onto their low health Wooper, but I don't think that's going to save them, guys. Confusion is down. We've got our low health Shelmet to close the game strong. Infestation is a 3-turn move. Confusion is a 4-turn move. So our Infestation damage registered before them, which sealed the deal for us. Good game. Well played to our opponent. Shelmet closing the game strong, coming in clutch in the end against the powerful Bronzor. Shelmet was quite impressive, I must say, guys. I can't get over how bulky it is. And speaking of, we've got a Shelmet on the lead on our opponent's team here. And gonna stay in here a little bit. It's a pretty neutral matchup. Gonna stick in here a little bit. They are throwing right away. This is definitely just the body slam. We can tank that, no problem. Seel is quite bulky. So what we're going to do is look to get off an Icy Wind. I don't expect them to shield this, knowing how bulky Shelmet is. And that is good. So we wanted them to take a little extra damage while we debuff them so that we can come in with our own Shelmet and look to take out the opposing Shelmet here. And we do tank the body slam. It has been debuffed, but Shelmet can definitely tank the damage, and they meet us with a Ducklett. So this is a solid answer to us. We are taking super effective damage from these wing attacks, and we went for the Bug Buzz there because I think they do similar. 2 body slams do about as much as a Bug Buzz, but you get the chance to debuff. You get a chance to drop the opponent's defense by 1 stage, and that's exactly what we did there. So we're going to try and go for another Bug Buzz and see if we can get yet another defense drop on our opponent. It does have stab, and it was recently buffed, and we get another defense drop. That is amazing. So this Ducklett has now been twice debuffed with our Bug Buzzes, and they look to aggressively swap back into their Shelmet, try and hit us with a body slam. We're not going to let that happen because I'm definitely expecting a Bronzor to most likely be in the back. There's no reason to aggressively swap back in to try and get rid of our Seel unless you have something weak to Seel in the back. And yeah, they come back in with the Ducklett. So gonna look to chip this Ducklett with a Seed Bomb, and they shield. That is quite interesting. They shielded their low health Ducklett. So we're going to shield up the potential Brave Bird, and that's a fantastic shield. That would definitely one-shot from this range. And now shields are down, and there it is. Right on cue, another Bronzor. How original. My goodness. A Bronzor in the Little Cup. Never thought I'd see it. But anyways, we were looking to CMP tie them there, and that actually works out. We did CMP tie. They're going to take us out with a heavy slam, and we're going to come back in with our Seel. But our Seel is quite low. We're at right around 50% of our health, and this Bronzor is quite bulky, as many of you all may know by now. So Seel does not win the 0 shield against Bronzor, I don't believe. The Aqua Tails just don't hit hard enough in conjunction with your super effective lick damage, and our lick damage doesn't have stab, so they're going to hit us with a resisted heavy slam. That is resisted with our water typing, but the Confusion takes us out. That's going to be a good game. Well played to our opponent. Yeah, I think staying in on lead with Shelmet was our downfall. I think we should have just swapped immediately, but you learn from your mistakes, don't you? And here we go, guys. This is why we run Seel on the lead. We got a Bronzor on our opponent's team. We love this. We love these Bronzor leads with this team. Let me tell you guys, Seel may not win the 0 shield as we saw in that previous battle, but it absolutely wins in the 2 shield. So we are very happy to play out the 2 shield if necessary to take out the Bronzor. So we're shielding their charge moves, and we are getting in as much lick damage as possible because, as I previously mentioned, the healthier you can keep your Seel when you're faced against a Bronzor on your opponent's team, the better, because it's the lick damage that really counts. You are hitting the Bronzor for super effective, of course, and the Aqua Tails really add up because a lot of battlers don't like shielding their Bronzors, and they make an aggressive play into a Deino, so we're going for the super effective Icy Wind. Oh, and they tank it, and we snipe them with our Cottonee. My goodness, do you guys like magic tricks? Because we just did a disappearing act on that Deino as we snipe it with our Cottonee. That is why we got Cottonee on this team, for those Dinos. And they come in with a Shadow Lileep. Very fun pick, but it did not stand a chance against our Cottonee. We just charm it down, and we charm down the Bronzor. Cottonee, holy smokes, that charm is OP. And our opponent goes down with 2 shields. That is unfortunate, but good game. Well played nonetheless. This team was quite strong, guys. I gotta admit, though, my first 3 battles in the Little Cup, I was struggling quite a bit. The matchmaking was just kicking my butt, but I made a minor adjustment, and my goodness, did this team exceed my expectations. And here we go, Drifloon on the lead. That's a very good lead for us. And they make a play into a Minccino. Very interesting pick. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Little Cup, when they first introduced it, Minccino was quite effective. It does run Charm, as we can see, but our Shelmet is a beefy boy, and it is beefy enough to withstand these charms that don't have stab, by the way. Minccino, of course, is a mono-normal type. So the charms don't have stab, and we are able to hang in here and terrorize this little mouse with back-to-back body slams. That's all you really need. Minccino is not particularly bulky. And we grab both of the shields. That is amazing. We are now up 2 shields to 0 on our opponent. They charm us down, but that is okay. We can easily come right back in with our Seel. Not going to shield anything. This is likely just another Aqua Tail, which is resistant. And we're going to try and lick down the normal type, but they were not having it. They conceded the match. Holy smokes. Take your best bet on what you think was left in the back. My money's on Bronzor, but a good game, well played. I could not believe how powerful this team was, and it's relatively accessible, guys, as Seel was recently featured in the last Go Battle Days. So a lot of people have access to Seel now. So here we go. Another Bronzor lead. Wow. And they make a play into Squovit. So we go into Shelmet here, guys, because a lot of battlers are a lot more savvy. They're really savvy in this go-around of the Little Cup. I noticed that if you come in with Cottonee, they're gonna lose switch and look to come in with Bronzor and farm the Cottonee all the way down. That seems to be the play. They want to draw out a Charmer and come back in with Bronzor to get loads of farm and energy. So I caught on to that as I was, playing out the battles in the Little Cup, and I now know to come in with Shelmet. So here we go. They've got a Squovit, and those of you who are unfamiliar with Squovit, it has the same exact moveset as its evolution Greedent. And it is putting in work against our Shelmet, but we really just want to flip switch. That's all we're really interested in. We want to be relatively healthy. Anyways, that worked out beautifully because we don't want to give the Bronzor any more farm than it needs. And they come in with a Deino. So, guys, this is why I love Shelmet. We say bye-bye Deino. One shot in the Deino with a Bug Buzz. Holy smokes. Looks like they're looking for a Bronzor sweep up a shield, implementing the Bronzor 2-shield strat yet again. Let's see if this will work out for them, guys. Let's see the power of Seel. Down a shield up against Bronzor, and they go for that big payback. That's an excellent shield. Like I said, many times already in this video, if you're met with Bronzor up against your Seel, your shields are well spent, because the healthier you can keep your Seel against Bronzor, the better off you will be, because you're able to hang in the matchup that much longer and get off that much more super effective lick damage. And we grab both of the shields from our opponent. The Bronzor is getting really low. Bronzor cannot do it all, despite the lore around it. So we go into our Charmer, guys. They hit us with a resisted payback. We tank those all day, and we're about to charm down this Bronzor. Cottonee can tank damage for days. It is quite bulky, and they see the writing on the wall. It is lights out for them and their Bronzor. Valiant effort. Good game. Well played to them. And that concludes the first set of the video, guys. So far, this team is proving to be quite powerful. Got a nice 4-in-1 set in this set in the video, and I had a blast with this team. It's so strong. I keep saying that because it just far exceeded my expectations. I had a blast with it, but stick around. We've got more battles coming right up, guys. So guys, if you're seeing those Bronzors left and right, and I know you are if you're playing the Little Cup, you might want to give this team a shot. It is quite strong. It does extremely well against all the Bronzors. And we're met with another Shelmet lead. So we stay in here a little bit, and just like in that last Shelmet lead, we're going to look to get off an Icy Wind and then make a play into our own Shelmet for the mirror matchup. So we're going to overfarm by a little bit and then look to get off the Icy Wind. Again, not expecting the shield, as they know that Shelmet can tank the damage. We just wanted to get off a debuff before we went into the mirror matchup. Coming in with a health advantage, going to tank all of this damage. They have been debuffed, and they catch our Body Slam onto a Vulpix. So let's see which version it is. It is the Alolan form, so this is quite all right. I loved to see this Alolan Vulpix here because our Cottonee wants nothing to do with this Alolan Vulpix, as Cottonee takes super effective damage from the Powder Snows and Weather Balls. So we are happy to take out the Vulpix right here, and we love it even more that they tanked the Body Slam on it. It just makes it that much easier for us to get this out of the way now. And they let it go down. That is amazing, guys. They did not know what we had in the back. They come back in with their low health Shelmet. I believe we let this go, and we're going to come in with our Seel and look to farm down the Shelmet. We will go down a shield to get ahead on energy. We're just going to lick this Shelmet all the way down. Going to shield up the Body Slam. We don't know what else they have in the back. Could be a Bronzor, and it is right on cue. Another person running Bronzor in the Little Cup. You love to see it, especially if you're running Seel. We are even on shields, and we do have an energy advantage, so we're just going to spam them with these neutral Aqua Tails with Stab. The Aqua Tails in conjunction with the Licks really start to add up against the very bulky Bronzor here. Gonna get off another Aqua Tail. Seel is quite bulky, able to hang in there to get off one more Aqua Tail, and then we're going to make a play into our Cottonee. This Bronzor has been severely compromised in terms of HP. I'm going to tank the first Heavy Slam. We can tank it. That is super effective, by the way, guys. We are a fairy type, so I'm going to shield up the second one. They farmed for days on us, and they look to transfer the charm on their low health Shelmet. That's not going to save their little Bronzor. We're going to charm it down, and we say bye-bye to that Bronzor in the Little Cup. I love it. Nothing pleases me more, but that's going to be yet another good game. Well played to our opponent. I'm telling you guys, it is so satisfying taking out those Bronzor teams in the Little Cup. I don't know what it is about it, but it just brings me so much joy to take out the Bronzor teams in the Little Cup. Not sure why, but we are met with a Alolan Grimer. Very fun pick. Of course, our Cottonee doesn't really want to see this thing, so we're going to look to get off an Icy Wind. They are resisting our fast move pressure. And we do grab a shield, and they make an aggressive play into a Fomantis, the pre-evolution of the new Pokemon Lurentis. So we go into our Shelmet because we do resist the Leaf Blades with our bug typing. And Shelmet is an absolute tank in the Little Cup. It is quite fascinating to see. It tanks damage for days. It is incredible. And we do have nearly 2 Body Slams. Fomantis is not particularly bulky. So these Body Slams do hit pretty hard, and they take super effective from our fast move pressure. So we took out the Fomantis. They come in with an Alolan Sandshrew, another very solid pick for the Little Cup. It's sort of a sleeper pick. It's not getting as much attention as it should. It is quite strong. It does have access to Night Slash and Blizzard. And of course, the Powder Snow makes it very spammy. And we're just going straight resisted body slam because Shelmet is a absolute beast in this Little Cup. This is insane, guys. That's resisted damage. Shelmet putting in the work before it goes down. We're going to come in with Cottonee because we know that they still have an Alolan Grimer. We figure this Alolan Sandshrew is sort of the lesser of two evils. They hit us with a resisted Night Slash, and my goodness, guys, did you see how much damage that one charm did? That is insane. We're going to shield out the Sludge Bomb, and I think they saw how much that one charm did as well, and they said, no way, I am out of here, and they conceded the match. That's going to be a good game. Well played to our opponent. Hats off to our opponent in that last battle. That was a fun team that we went up against. That was a fun one. But this team is aimed at taking out those Bronzor teams. That is why this team was built. And we are met with a Deino on the lead, and we simultaneously swap. They come in with a Ducklett. We were looking to come in onto their Deino with our Shelmet, but we simultaneously swapped, and that's okay. We're just going to go for the Bug Buzz. I think 2 Body Slams do more damage, because the Bug Buzz is resisted because Ducklett, although it's on its feet here, it is part flying type. So the Bug Buzzes are resisted, but you do get that chance to drop the defense, and it does have stab. I don't think 2 Body Slams do that much more damage. I think it's quite marginal. So we're going to go for another one here, and of course that is resisted, but it does chunk a little bit. We are debuffed from these bubble beams here. We're only going to make it to one more move here, so we're going to go for the Body Slam, chip as much as we can, and I think they're looking to go for the farm down, and they are, and that is quite all right. We're going to come in with our Seel, and we're going to throw up a shield here and look to farm down the Ducklett to get ahead on energy. They hit us with a resisted bubble beam, and they debuff us on their way out. That's okay. We're just going to swap to clear that debuff. We saw that it was a Deino. We wanted to get one of those charms in on it because that charm absolutely chunks on Deino. It is double super effective as they make a play into their own Cottonee for the mirror match. So all we really need to do is get this Cottonee within farm down range, and we grab a shield there. That is amazing. We're not going to shield anything. We want to come back into the Deino matchup with our Seel on even shields. So we're going to get the Cottonee low. We're going to look to farm this Cottonee all the way down. They are not making it to another move before we can get ahead on energy. We have an Icy Wind locked and loaded for this Deino here. They have to shield this. That would do massive super effective damage while also taking a little bit of the sting off of those overpowered Dragon Breaths with stab. And going to shield out the Body Slam and look to get to another Icy Wind to seal the deal. I don't think Aqua Tail would have done it. Although Deino is a bit on the squishier side, but we really wanted to make sure we got rid of that Deino with an Icy Wind. And as you can see, not only does this team perform extremely well against Bronzor, but it also does well against Deino. Good game. Well played to our opponent. Are you guys beginning to see the power of this team in the Little Cup? It is amazing. And I just really wanted to show you guys, you can still rack up the wins in the Little Cup if you don't have a Bronzor. And here we go. We are met with a Cottonee on the lead. Not a great lead, so we're going to go into the mirror matchup. And they meet us with a Numel. Almost said Camerupt. Of course, Camerupt would not qualify. This is Numel, the pre-evolution. And it does run Ember, as we can see here. And they're throwing energy right away. This is quite all right. We're fine with that because we can come in with our Seel. We are resisting this fast move pressure, and we can farm it all the way down, as we just saw there. They, of course, come back in with the Cottonee, and we loaded up energy. So we're going to go for this Icy Wind. Our switch timer is not quite up yet. We just really want to stall this clock and get out of this matchup as soon as we can. We want to preserve our Seel. We don't know what they have left in the back. So we're going to shield up the Seed Bomb. That would definitely KO and look to get off another Icy Wind. If they want to hang on to this Cottonee, they're going to have to go down on shields to do it, and they do, so that is amazing. So we're going to make a play into our Shelmet, and they meet us with a Barboach. My goodness. Fun pick, super spammy Pokemon. But we're going for this big bug buzz. Shields are down, and oh my gosh, that nearly one-shot the Barboach. Holy smokes. Shelmet is a beast, guys. If you don't have one, or if you do have one, definitely consider running it. If you don't, I'm sorry, because it is very powerful. All they have left is that Cottonee. Just gonna go for the body slams. We are doing neutral damage with our infestations, and this Cottonee is just about done. It is just about lights out for this Cottonee here. Gonna just put it out of its misery with a body slam as we say bye-bye to Cottonee. And that is gonna be yet another good game. Well played. Telling you guys, I am thoroughly impressed with this team. Like I said, I was struggling on my first 3 battles of the day. The matchmaking, again, was really kicking my butt, so I made a minor tweak, threw Seel on the team, and holy smokes did it work out. We met with a Vullaby. We go into our Shelmet to look to play this out, and they catch our Bug Buzz onto Bronzor, so this is fine. We're fine with this. We would have gone Bug Buzz on the Bronzor anyways, and any damage that you can get on a Bronzor is quite helpful, because Bronzor is an absolute tank. And gonna go for another Bug Buzz. No debuff, but that is okay. They are just confusioning away here, and they finally decide to throw some energy. We're going to tank this and look to come back in with our Seel. And holy smokes, Shelmet is a beast, guys. Shelmet is so darn bulky. It tanks the heavy slam with stab and hangs on long enough to get to chip with a body slam on its way out. Shelmet is amazing. And we come in with our Seel. And the play here is to shield once and farm all the way down. The Bronzor will not make it to another move, so we're going to look to farm it all the way down, but they make an aggressive play into a Seel of their own, so out of muscle memory, we went into Cottonee. But what we should have done, the ideal way, ideally, we would want to preserve the Cottonee for the Dark-type Vullaby, so I'm thinking at this point, holy smokes, did I just throw this match here? We're going to see here. We're going to see the power of Cottonee here. They let the Seed Bomb go, guys. Win con spotted. Holy smokes. I think that saved us, them letting the Seel go down, because our Cottonee was getting very low. And of course, Vullaby runs Air Slash, which is super effective. And they go for the resisted foul play, allowing us to get off one more super effective charm. We lick down the Vullaby, and our battler loses with 2 shields. I can't tell you how many matches we won with our opponent going down with 2 shields. That is insane, but what a way to finish off the video, guys. Good game, well played to our opponent in that battle, and my goodness, guys, is this team strong. 5-0 to finish off the video. I only had 2 battles left for my 2 sets left in the day. And I was struggling. I was trying out team number 4 from my top 5 best teams for the Little Cup. And for those of you who haven't yet seen the video on my top 5 best teams, team number 4 was Vulpix with the same backline, Cottonee and Shelmet. And I was having success with it, but not as much as I would have liked to have seen. The matchmaking was just kicking my butt. I just kept running into Duckletts everywhere, nonstop. So I made a minor tweak. I only had 2 sets left for the day. So I swapped out Vulpix for Seel, and holy smokes, did it work out, guys. For my last 2 sets of the day, I ran Seel instead of Vulpix, and I'm glad I did, guys. This team worked beautifully. Seel is amazing. I had plans on running Seel on maybe a different team, but with only 2 sets left and not doing as well as I would have liked to, I said, well, why not give it a shot on this team? It still serves the same function in that you're going to do well on the Bronzor leads, which is what I was targeting with Vulpix on the lead. But Seel just was working, guys. It did amazing. So here you have it, guys. A solid team for the Little Cup. If you don't have Bronzor and you wanted to give the Little Cup a try, definitely give this team a shot. As you can see, it is increasingly powerful. Exceedingly powerful, I should say. It far exceeded my expectations. I had a blast with it. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, do give the video a like, as that really is the best way to really help the channel out. Hit that like button. Really let YouTube know that you liked the content. That way they can recommend it to others who may also like the content. But I had a blast, guys. As always, I thank you for watching and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.